Yo, get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Live wire, gonna fire it up. Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wine and you might go bad. Yeah, keep it live on the block. Yo, I love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the beliefs, finest. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, dance all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo. Representing the best of the best.
We set your mind at ease, come and tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee, subscribe, buy my beats,
Taking them higher,
join our Patreon.
live on it,
Yeah,
taking them higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, hey, Prestige Productions. In the heart of the rhythm, where the vibes ignite. Live wire streaming, we're taking flight. Yeah, super vibration, out of Belize. Pretty island, tropical keys. Come and set your mind at ease. Yeah, we're going live, live, live wire. We're climbing high, high, can't retire. Yeah, make me jump and wind up when the street lights start up. We're going live, live, live wire. Yeah, jump calling, no time for silence. Baseline shaking, so hearts awaken. Yeah, what's the colors colliding on the rhythm? We grinding on the stage, what's the soca rage? When the music fades, the memory stays in our hearts always. Yeah, hey. Jump in, me say I jump in. Jump in, me say me jump in now. Jump in, me say me jump in. Live wire, go live, live, live wire. Climbing high, high, climb higher. Yeah, make me jump and wind up when the street lights start up. Go live, live, live wire. Yeah, oh yeah. Prestige Productions with another one.
Livewire is brought to you by Prestige Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
Yo! Wanna say what up, people? And I wanna shout out to all the fans here. Welcome back to another live wire mix cafe here. And I wanna say Merry Christmas and hope you have a blessed time with the family and everything. And greetings to all. Remember guys, you can hook up with me on YouTube here. Join my YouTube page. And
Prestige Productions. Hi, show me your real energy, and let me see it. Wine and let me see it. Yeah, show me your real energy, so let me see it. Wine and let me see it. Oh yeah, yeah. Turn up the heat, blaze the fire, let me see it. No lot of time.
to the live wire stream, guys. And of course, we're going to be right back after this quick commercial break.
Want to learn how to play chords in soca, reggae, afro, and dancehall beats? Even mix and master and produce these beats. Pristine Production is proud to present Caribbean Producers Academy. Here you can book a 1-hour coaching session on the days you choose with our top engineer, Andrew Rayburn.
So, welcome back to our live wire stream here. We're talking about mixing with heat here. And I was playing the soca beat earlier. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys some crazy chains here. Remember, if you want to get a one-on-one coaching session with me, I charge a weekly price. There's 3 subscription prices you can choose from. You just check out the link in the description. CPA Academy. You want to learn how to play soca chords like Nyla Blackman, Destra, Marshall, Julian Promos, Precision Studios. I can teach you how to do that. Play soca chords, mix and master, how to build a beat. Also in reggae, afro, and dancehall. So be sure to look that up. So we're talking about mixing with heat here, and I'm gonna be using a bunch of chains here because you can get some good professional mix with stock plugins, but there are certain things, certain sounds that only the analog or the analog plugs can give you. So I'm gonna be touching a little bit on that, what it takes to mix with heat. And what I mean by heat is getting that needle hot. So I'm gonna bring back the tune here. There we go. Doing here. Now I have another sound here. Here we go. Nice lead sounds. Now let's see what I got on that other sound here. Here we go. And check this out. You might notice I'm kind of doing I'm hitting the ceiling here. I'm driving these plugins hard because I want to get that grit on these sounds. Now it's not a healthy practice to be driving everything in red. You got to know what these plugins do. Sometimes they sound great with that driving the single hard, but you know what I'm talking about. So when you're mixing, try to spare yourself some headroom. Now this entire mix is mixing pretty hot, but I know what I'm doing, and the whole purpose of this session here is to show you guys that you can drive signals, not just signals on analog plugins here, but in return, these plugins are going to contribute character to your sound. So that's before. It sounds completely pointless. It doesn't matter if you spend $800, $50 on a synthesizer. It's a nice sound, but you gotta mix, man. You gotta bring on character. So this is what the SSL is doing here. I have another sound here. Let's bring that in. Now that third sound, I'm not doing much to it here. The sound itself sounds great out of the patch. So don't be fooled, guys. Remember, if it sounds good, can't go wrong. Rhythms under $50 value. So I'm gonna pull up the kick here. This is what I'm doing here. I'm driving that tape so I can get that low end. And then I'm going to the channel strip. Here we go. Now you can hear that punch. Using the AMAC 9099. It's AMAC. That's what I'm doing here. Notice on the visual here on the screen, you see this little blinking thing. I'm overloading the circuit because I want to get that grit from these channel strips. This is a nice way to find out if the analog is really doing something great. I'm gonna bring in a second process here with my 1176. I'm even making that kick louder and bigger and fatter. And I'm compressing about 3 dB, about negative 7 dB, almost 7 dB. That's what I'm doing there. You want to get that hard hitting drive. These are the kind of chain you got to do. On top of that, I'm running the backs EQ here. Off, on, adding a little bit of something more to that kick. And of course, I'm adding a little bit more energy on that kick drum here with this EQ here. Off, on. Let's bring in the other sounds here. Now, when it comes to mixing sound, guys, notice everything is sounding more defined. There's more power. There's clarity. And mixing is not just, okay, make this brighter and make this fatter or whatever. You're creating characters on these sounds. And it's very key important that you focus on the character of your sound. You don't want to just, okay, I'm going to add some bass here. Have a vision, like you're doing a movie. You want to plan each shot to capture emotion. So let's see what I did on toms here. Went ahead and add a little bit of SSL here. Off. On. Find a little bit of sub here. And I'm going crazy here. I'm actually boosting. I'm boosting 10 dB on the low end on the plugin Alliance subfill. Here we go. Without that process, my toms goes away, it disappears. So I need to compete. And I'm getting a little bit of width from the PS22 spread from Waves. I'm using the SSL channel strip 2. Just gonna mute everything here except the snare drum here. Here we go. Bypass. The snare sounds a little bit flat. You're gonna get a lot of this, guys. When it comes to soca or Afro beats and that whole stuff, it doesn't matter if you're if you buy high quality samples. I mean, it's important you get high quality samples, but these sounds won't come much big and thick like that. There are a few that sounds great that you don't have to do much, but to be able to take the sound from here, snare drum sounds nice. I like it. It's very popular in soca. And take the sound to this, sounding more full. That's what we want. Let's go down to the other sound here. Another snare. I'm doing a similar thing, to what I did with the first snare. Off. Let me turn off the gate. I'm boosting 14 dB at 11 K. You might say, Ray, you're crazy. Check this out. Off, on. I'm literally cranking these bands. Why? Because the sound, the snare drum needs that. And like I said, these analog plugs is giving character to the sound as well. So when I combine these, bring the other sound here. Now there's a sound here I want to point out here. Let me go back here. That right here. Turn off it. That's what it sounds like without. Very quiet, like I said. I want this sound to be across the board. I mean, epic. So this is what I did here. Pull up the Neve here. Added some preamp here because we want to drive this thing with heat. That's what I'm doing with it. Play back again. And I'm using the EQ to get some clarity. Then I'm sending it to the reverb. This is how I'm creating depth here by using this preamp from the Ben Lindell, the Neve. It's giving more character to the sound, more saturation, more grit. Bring in another sound here. So now the good thing is with some of these sounds, like the large padded kind of sound. It comes built in with the reverb on it, so it's good to have multiple reverbs to create a kind of space when you're mixing. Now on the other synthesizer here, if I can solo that, here we go. I'm using the SSL again. Off. On. I'm driving that Neve again. I wanted to get that grit, that distortion. That's the key, guys. You want to saturate your sound, don't overdo, but if the sound sounds real weak, then obviously maybe you need a whole lot of saturation. But this is how you create character and movement, creating modern mixes like these. Back in the day, in the studio days with the analog equipment, the tube or the desk or the compressor. I'm gonna isolate the vocal and the bass here. Check this out. Listen to the bass here. It's like a percussive sound and a bass at the same time. So I wanted low end and I wanted that little wobbly top end information, that frequency to be riding with vocal. I'm gonna take off the process here. This is what it sounds like. Kind of dull, doesn't sound bad.
Real energy, let me see. Wait, let me see. Yeah, show me your real energy. Say, let me see. Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Turn up the heat, blaze the fire. Let me see it. No lot of time, me feel.
So how do you make that bass ride with it? Let's go back and see what I did. Pull up the tape machine here. You might say, Ray, but I don't have UAD tape. You're using UAD tape. There's a lot of tape machines you could use that, but I'm using an example. This tape is going to be adding, remember I told you saturation adds a lot, especially to kick and bass. This tape's going to be adding some nice vibe to this bass. Here we go.
Feeling so fine, yeah. Show me.
And take a look at the needle, guys. I'm driving in the red here. Remember, we're mixing with heat. And then I'm going to be adding some more frequencies here, because I want to capture that little bump, 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 bump. I want to capture that so it rides along the vocal. Listen to that. I'm not changing the sound of the bass. I'm enhancing, I'm adding character. All of a sudden, the top end information comes a bit more punchy. I love that. Off, on. That's what I'm doing there. Now, it sounds a little bit more thinner because we raised up the high end information here. But we're gonna recover that. So add a little bit of stereo width here because I wanted to get a little bit more stereo width on the top end. This gives you a sense of depth in the mix. So check this out. I went ahead and added back a low end here, 60 hertz on the bass. I'm boosting about 3 dB from UAD. Check this out. Just doing a little bit of notching out there. Now, take a listen to this now. I'm going to play it without the UAD pull check.
Show me your real energy. Let me see. Wait, let me see. Yeah, show me your real energy. So let me see.
Still is not lining up with the vocal, so let's kick in that UAD pull check here. That's 60 hertz. Check this out.
Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Turn up the heat, blaze the fire. Let me see it. No lot of time, me feeling so fine. Yeah, show me your real energy. Yeah, wind it up and let me see. Oh, wow. Show me your real energy.
So that's, like I said, it's sounding awesome. I'm not changing the whole bass. You got to remember when you're working with artists, professional producers, you want to add character to the sound. Unless they tell you, hey man, that bass sucks, change the bass. So that's what I'm doing there, riding that vocal there with the bass.
Waiting up and let me see. Receive production.
Now, without some processes on the vocal, I wouldn't have gotten it where it is. So I'm going to take off the process from the vocal now.
let me say.
I needed obviously some clarity here, so check this out.
Oh, show me your real energy.
I'll turn this on.
Show me your real energy, and let me see.
Might be a little bit loud, but I apologize. I'm kicking that in. I'm going to control that with the 1176. Turn that on.
Wait and let me see. Yeah, show me your real energy. So let me see. Wait and let me see.
Sound trip off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Turn up the heat, blaze the fire. Let me see it. Know that the time me feeling so fine. Yeah.
Notice I'm in the red. I'm really clipping this sound strip, but it sounds great on vocal.
Show me your real.
I wanted that slightly distorted vocal for this kind of futuristic soca pop kind of vibe.
Energy, yeah. Why ain't it up and let me say, oh.
I went ahead and notched out some frequencies I didn't like, a little bit of de-essing here. I went ahead and boosted a little bit of let me see what I got here. I went ahead and boosted a little bit of 9K to get a little bit more top end on the vocal.
Show me your real energy. Winding up and let me see.
And now the vocal lives perfectly with the bass. Has a new roomie. Let's bring that back.
Risky Productions. Show me your real energy, and let me see. Wait and let me see. Yeah, show me your real energy. So let me see. Wait and let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Turn up the heat, blaze the fire. Let me see. Know that the time me feeling so fine. Yeah.
Even on the delay, I have the preamp here cranking out, so when she sings and I get that delay feedback, I'm getting that distorted sound and delay.
Show me your real energy. Yeah. Why ain't it up and let me see.
And that's where you hear a lot of these like on rock music. The Neve is one of the culprits behind that.
Oh.
And of course, a little bit of rough mastering here. I'm running the Shadow Hills just to give the whole overall mix a little bit of glue.
Show me your real energy. Why did it up and let me see? Risky Productions. With another one. Risky Productions. Show me your real energy, and let me see.
And I'm pushing out. I'm gonna read it here. Negative 8.
Wait and let me see. Yeah, show me your real energy. So let me see.
I'm knocking out -7. This is super loud, but it sounds great. The dynamics is intact, and we're driving these meters for this particular track, for this session here, to get grit. We're not saying we want to crazily distort everything, so I wanted to share that with you guys, that it takes experience mixing with heat, mixing with vibe, color, and you gotta understand, know your plugins. I'm a big fan of analog gears, SSL, tape machines, and that whole thing, so that's why I invest in these stuff. But yeah, guys, it has been fun. But let me know what you want me to talk about next. If you want to pick up this beat here, the MIDI files is for sale. It's Real Energy Rhythm. It's on my PayHip website. If you want to join my Patreon, $10 a month, and you get exclusive videos not easily found on YouTube, and free beats from me from time to time. If you want to learn how to mix soca, of course, you go ahead and get my session. You're gonna learn how to do these crazy advanced chain. But I'm gonna stop there, guys. It has been fun, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one here. So take care.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.